James is approached by William Stryker with a conveniently placed offer for revenge. James takes it, and has adamantium bonded to his skeleton, becoming the Wolverine. Unfortunately, Stryker is about to double-cross him and have his memories erased when... He's naked! Ah! Go on! Ah!
You want to talk about it?
No. Not now. Not ever.
Okay. So, after that, the story moves on to the story of Ma and Pa Kent.
Travis.
Not again!
I go where I wanna go.
So Ma and Pa Kent take a fully clothed Wolverine underneath their wing and try to teach him to become human again and to forget his path of vengeance, only to be killed off 7 minutes after they're introduced. I'm not even kidding. This leads to a chase scene between Wolverine and the military men sent by Stryker, which ends with Wolverine cutting down the propellers off of a helicopter, having the helicopter hit the ground, roll 3 or 4 times, and somehow Zero, yeah, the guy who was using guns earlier, surviving the crash. When are you people going to explain what these guys' powers are?
I'm back to base. I'll explain everything.
Wrong answer. After I kill Victor, I'm coming for you.
Logan, listen to me. If you go down this road, you're not gonna like what you find.
After getting revenge for Ma and Pa Kent, Wolverine heads to Las Vegas where he finds Wraith and the Blob. He finds out through them that Victor is still working with Stryker and has been hunting down mutants for him for an unknown reason. He also finds out that... Wait, how did he figure out where Wraith was at? I mean, the guy left the group. Were they still on Christmas lists with each other? I mean, he kind of abandoned him in the middle of a mission. Oh, well, I guess just like powers, they really don't feel that they need to explain things like this. It just happens.
Damn.
I'm sorry, man.
Wolverine, Wraith, and Wraith's ridiculous sunglasses head down to Louisiana to track down a mutant named Gambit. Gambit allegedly escaped from Stryker's mutant facility, and they want to use him to find its location. However, Gambit seems to have no intentions of ever wanting to return there, and quickly rebuffs Wolverine, while Wraith gets killed by Sabretooth. Adding another person onto his to avenge list, Wolverine takes on Sabretooth, this time the fight going much more in his favor due to his adamantium claws. However, before he's able to subdue his brother, Gambit comes flying back into the scene for no apparent reason, and decides to engage Wolverine in a fight, allowing Sabretooth to escape. Despite having a bunch of ill-explained powers that are shoddily thrown together to make a fight interesting versus the man who can heal and has indestructible claws, Gambit loses and is forced to take Logan to the island where all these mutants are being held. While they're on the plane, apparently they're team best friend.
I wanna take you for a ride. I wanna take you for a ride. I wanna take you for...
Wolverine arrives at the facility where he confronts Stryker, only to find out that his girlfriend Kyla Silverfox, who he thought was dead, has been alive this entire time. It turns out she's also been under the employment of Stryker. The realization that everything that's been happening in his life was all to get him to accept the adamantium process causes Logan to walk out on the entire situation completely. Sabretooth arrives and decides to randomly eviscerate Silverfox, I guess this time for real, for pointing out to him that they both have been played by Stryker and he has no intentions of fulfilling any of his deals with either one of them. This causes Wolverine to turn back around and engage Sabretooth in one last final battle. Right before he's about to deal the killing blow, Silverfox reminds him that he's gone the entire movie without killing one person, and why ruin a good thing now?
Because I'm the best there is at what I do.
She convinces Wolverine to go down to the basement and free them. However, on the way out, they are confronted by Stryker's newest and most deadly weapon. So this new weapon that is being created by Stryker seems to have a bunch of mutant abilities from other mutants, including Wolverine's extendable adamantium claws. But the thing that is just really weird to me is why would he choose adamantium katanas? I mean, this is my forearm, okay? Wolverine's claws take up the entirety of his forearm, and they're about half the size of a katana, which means that the katana would be the entire length of his arm. How does he bend his arms?
We're done.
We can never be done, Jimmy.
So the movie ends with Wolverine and Sabretooth teaming up to destroy this new weapon. The power plant facility completely being demolished. The death of Silver Fox. Wolverine getting shot in the head by an adamantium bullet that apparently causes him amnesia.
Adamantium bullets. Let's see him heal with a few of these through his thick skull.
He'll heal.
His brain may heal. But his memories won't grow back.
And then Wolverine waking up and not remembering anything that happened this entire movie, thus rendering the last 2 hours of you watching this movie completely useless.
Logan, I think we lost him!
Overall, there was a lot of problems with X-Men Origins Wolverine. I mean, there were a lot of plots, and many of these plots never got resolved or were resolved in 5 minutes, which made it a waste to be in this story to begin with.
Damn.
There are a lot of characters, but there was also very little time dedicated to all these characters because of all the plots that were going by so quickly. So you never really got a chance to really learn anything about anyone that was in the movie, except Wolverine. Kind of. I can also understand why a lot of people are turned off by superhero movies, because this movie was a great example of why they're turned off.
I think you heard you.
There are just lots of people using lots of powers for no apparent reason. There was no explanation for why these people had powers, what the power is supposed to do, how they're supposed to function. People were just using them for whatever seemed to work for that moment. And it was all just a giant mishmash. But overall, this is definitely not the worst superhero movie that I've ever seen, but it was definitely the worst of the X franchise. As far as action movies go, it's also about average, I would say, because the action that was in it was very few and far between, and when it did happen, it just seemed very cartoony.
Alright, you egg-sucking piece of gutter trash. You always liked pushing around people smaller than you. Well, I'm smaller. Try pushing me!
Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. Leave your comments down below, thumbs it up, subscribe, all that good stuff. You can follow me on Twitter or Facebook or email me. That information should be on the end bumper. There should be another episode next Monday. So this has been Diesel from Diesel Declassified. Bad a peace.